Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you have ever worked with classic way of training ML models and classifying documents, you'll know it can be a bit tedious. In this video, we'll walk through a practical example, extracting data from some common documents like invoices and passports, and explore how the modern experience simplifies document classification, model training, and consumption. So let's get started. We will go step by step. Let's start with the first step, which is project setup. Before going into orchestrator, let's understand what are the input types we have. So I have two kinds. One is invoices and another one is passports. Let's see the invoices quality that we have. So you can see here this is a good invoice, but I see WebP. I'll show you what types of documents only allowed in document understandings modern experience. So we have one WebP type, invoice looks good, and this also looks good. PNG, and this one, if you see, uh, it's little blurry. I mean, we can't read anything here. Let's see how document understanding avoids this document type, and then is also a little blurry. And yeah, so in total we have 7 documents for invoices, and one is of WebP extension. Now let's see passports. So we got Trump's passport. He's an Indian from Kerala. His passport looks good, and this is a JPG format, and also looks good. Then Mr. Bean's a little unlucky, so we couldn't see anything here. And then here we have one different type of extension WebP. So these are the passport document types that we have. Also, we have 7. So this is our input type, and then we need to extract data from these document types. Our first step is to do the project setup. Let's go to orchestrator. Document understanding will be available in build phase. So you can see the categories. So you don't have to search for them. You directly go to build and then go to click on document understanding. So this is how it looks, the dashboard of document understanding. I think you all know this view. So here you can see structured and semi-structured documents, and then this is where you click on create project, which will create a project. And you can name it. Let me get sample project or ENV and passport extractor. Actually, there will be extractor and classifier. Just name it invoice and passport. And then here you can see you can select either classic or modern. So I'm selecting modern. Click on advanced options. Let's see what other options we have. Enable splitting is nothing but if you want to split a particular document with multi pages, you can enable it, and by that you split the classification also. So by default, I'm disabling it. I want to consider entire document with multiple pages also as a single document. So I'm disabling it. By default, it will choose UiPath document OCR. I'm keeping it as it is. Then this is your OCR URL, and then apply OCR on PDFs. I'm keeping it auto. If you want to click yes, then it will choose using OCR for all pages, all PDFs. If you click on auto, for digital, it may not use. So I'm keeping it auto, and then let's click on create. So as we saw in the previous video, have these 4 stages: build, measure, publish, and monitor. Let's start with build now, which will be our second step. So we did the project setup, and second step is to upload our documents. Let's get back to build. So this is where you upload the document. Here you can see you just have to drop your sample documents, and then the supported formats: PNG, JPG, PDF, and TIFF. So here we saw there is a different data type called .webp. Let's see how it handles. So you don't have to specifically choose the document type. In classic experience, the initial step is to create a taxonomy. You have to create your own schema, and you have to uh, create manually, like this is invoices document type, and then you have to write all the required fields. So all this can be avoided in active learning. You just have to simply drag and drop your documents. So initial step, as you see, it is automatically classifying the documents. I can see here a warning. So I in that three documents I had, one was of type WebP. So this is not WebP. It directly said, it directly warning us like one document was skipped since this extension was not supported. So WebP and allowed document types are only this. Okay. So out of three, actually we selected these three, right? No, these four, right? So out of these four, two are automatically classified into invoices document type. You can see here. I didn't I didn't manually add any document type. I just dragged the documents. It automatically classified into invoices. Now let's see why it didn't classify this. You can see here. You can literally see anything. So it's completely blurry. So it couldn't identify the type. I would say ideally this should be deleted. So I'm deleting this. So these are invoices. Eventually we uploaded two documents, right? I mean we did four out of one was out of extension and then other was completely blurry. So let's go to passports. Now, even if you can see here, like I didn't create any document type for passports. I'm taking four again, just dragging into automatic classification. So you just have to drag into automatic classification so that it will automatically classify. If you drag into invoices, it may directly consider that as invoice and then it will keep there. So you always have to drag it into automatic classification. Wait for some time. So out of four again, it classified three. Let's see why it didn't classify this. As you can see here, Mr. Bean's passport is completely blurry. So that's so completely rejected this. So you can delete this. And then rest of the three passport documents were uploaded successfully. So once you start the upload, you can already see the guidance in the right side. So for classification, there are two recommendations. Upload more documents. We just have two. So minimum five. And then for passports also, we need at least five. So let's upload rest of the documents also. Again, I'm uploading into automatic classification. So I guess this is web.webp. So that's why we got this warning that one document was skipped. Then for invoices, let's upload last three as well. Again to automatic classification. You can see we got five samples for passports, and then let's wait for them to auto classify. You can see like once the classification is done, it is automatically moving to its document type. It's also a little blurry. Let's upload one last sample document. I think this looks good. Let's upload this to automatic classification. Then the rejected one, I'm deleting it. So this could also be a lot of manual work for you if you would have gone for old experience, classic experience. So you create document type and then after deploying the project, you may have to reject all these documents. But here during the training itself, it will automatically reject which are supposed to be actually rejected. So now we have five invoices and then five passports. We got enough training data. Now step three, schema creation. So in classic experience, you now have to manually create a schema for each document type, either from scratch or you can import the existing schema, right? But here you don't have to do all of those because it automatically created schema for you. Once you updated your document types, it automatically created a document type name, invoices, and passports. And then if you open this, the you will have the fields also. Let's see that. So step three was automatically done. So next step, pre-annotated labeling. What does this mean? So in classic experience, you might have to do manually label the fields that you need, but here we don't need to do that. So here you have the training documents. Just open them. So if you click on here, it will automatically start. It will take you to the annotation window. Click on it. Here you can see the fields that are automatically extracted. You just have to confirm. Confirm. If you want only specific ones, select only the specific ones, and then you can reject. You can delete, or you can edit field, or you can mark it as missing. So once you're done with that annotation, you will see this green icon. So if you see this green icon, this particular document got annotated. Let's go to next one. Click on confirm. Next one. Confirm. Confirm. And confirm. So that's it. So you labeled everything. Get back to passports annotation. Again, here you can see the extraction of passport number. Last time I can quickly check this. Just for now, I'm confirming everything. And one more thing I'll show in invoices. Just confirm all of this. So we're done with the annotations also for passports. So it's open. I'd like to show one example. Let's take this one. Every if you would have been in classic experience, identifying this table would have been a nightmare for you. So here in modern or active learning, you can just simply see it extracted the table completely. You can see the table name, and then you can see the extracted data also. All you need to do is validate and then click on confirm. That's one more important and then toughest part uh, in classic experience, I would say. So for invoices, the training got started because we had enough documents, and then for passports, it will start in a while. So you can see the rating was poor because maybe I selected everything, and then it's better at least to have little more examples or little more samples. So you can see here the recommendation for classification for invoices. I have too few samples. Add at least 150 documents for optimal data set says. Same goes for passports. So that's about labeling. That's our fourth step. So next step in active experience will be auto training, which we already saw. So once you're done with the labeling of enough samples, you saw that automatically the training got started. I missed one. Let's confirm this as well. And then in few seconds, the training will be also started for passports. So now you can see the training started for passports as well. Additionally, what else you can see from here? So if you click this, it will start annotation directly. Then here you can upload specific documents for each document types, or if you don't know document types, you can drag it here, which will automatically classify. Then if you click on three dots and then click on document type manager, here you can see all the types of fields. So you can click here to see advanced settings, and then these are the all fields that you are going to extract from those documents. That's one more additional thing. And then as you can see here, so when you upload more documents, you can see the project score increasing here, and then the overall rating of your model. So that's our step 5 auto training. So now step 6 would be continuous learning. So for continuous learning, so you just have to upload that new document to automatic classification. It will do the classification automatically, and then the model gets retrained every time when there are new document types. So that would basically be step 6, which will be continuous learning. Step 7 would be recommendations. What does that mean? So as I previously mentioned to you, you can see recommendations in the right side. So for each step, for example, for classification and extraction, these are the main steps that ideally we do in document understanding. So you can see here the recommendation. So it is suggesting you to upload a few more samples for invoices, and then you can see there is a second type for passports also. You need more sample size. So in general, naturally, you might ask like how many pages do I need to label or how accurate is my model. So in UiPath's new experience, it will provide clear and actionable recommendations even for non-technical users. So for this, I don't have to be technical. So it is clear that I need to upload more documents, and you just have to follow them, and you'll be well on your way to a powerful and well-performing model. So the next step, step 8, would be about project score. So you see the project score here. So as soon as you upload more documents, you can see project score improvements. So it's a rating of your model. Now, step 8, sorry, step 9, publishing. So now you have your model ready, your model rating ready, and then now you have to just publish that project and then consume it for your actual use, right? So before that, we'll have one more tab here, measure. So if you click on project score, it will go to measure. But if you click on measure, it will go to this one. And then here you can see the rating for individual step as well, for classification, for extraction, and then the key factors that you have to do, and then the key metrics like how many documents got trained, what is the precision, what is the accuracy, recall, F1 score. Everything will be for each document type. You can directly see the metrics here. So that's about measure tab. So let's go back to our publishing step. So once your training part is done and then the classification part is done, next step is to create your project version. So you just have to go to publish and then click on create project version. I'll name it invoices and passports. So I'll just give a quick description, models to include. So I have two document types, invoices and passports. If you select one, then this project will extract only invoices. And if you want to select more, then classifier will be enabled because you selected more data types. As you can see here. And then once you deploy, you can add the tag. Just click on create. So that's it. You can see the status is trained. You don't have to wait for training and everything. So your model is ready to deploy. You can just enable it and then the deployment started. So that's it. You just published your project. Next step, once you publish, the next step is to consume that, right? Now let's see the consume options. So here comes the best part on consuming your model. So you can see already here, you can integrate this model via API, or you can start opening project in desktop, or you can also choose Studio Web. So all you have to do is click on Open Studio Desktop. It will open UiPath Studio. You don't have to install any packages. You don't have to take care of taxonomy manager or anything. You just click on Open Studio Desktop, and then you can see your project is ready. So see here, it automatically used a storage bucket to store the documents, and then the classify. It also added the logs. You can see here, if the document type is invoices, then do something else, do something else. Then if it is passports, then do something. And then this would directly extract and give you the results. If you want to test this, you can quickly click on debug. We don't really need to have the action item created and then add the action item steps. Everything will be by default created in the Studio desktop. Classified. I'll explain you where this is coming from. Let it complete. Now it's validating data. You can see here there's an action item created. Just open it. Then you can see it is unassigned. You can assign to yourself. And here you can see the extraction. Passport number, last name, first name, nationality, gender. So our robot is waiting for this action item. So in if you publish it, it will continue. I mean, the robot will stay in suspended state, and then once the action item is done, it will continue to run, just like how we have in Classic. So just saving and submitting it. So once I submit it, it will go to completed. And then now here I can click on resume. It will take that item again. Then here you can see the data of that document. And now it is taking the next item, and it will continue it like that. So here, as you saw, we didn't mm, add any code related to action center or validation or action item. We didn't do anything. So all these came automatically from active learning. Now let's see how it automatically picked a document. So what it would have done is it would have created a storage bucket for itself, workspace, and then storage buckets. Here you can see invoice and passport resources, then storage bucket. So here it automatically creates the storage bucket, and then it puts two samples to run the process. So that's how it automatically took that first document. Let's get back to our steps again. So now we have finished the consume part. So we either can either we can open it in Studio Desktop or Studio Web and then start the process, or we can integrate that via API. Okay. Now the next step, step 11, is to take care of analytics and insights. So how many models we have, or how many documents we trained, and then how much AI consumption happened. So all these we need to show it in a dashboard, right? So for that we have a separate section called monitor. So you can see the dashboard is loading for current models that we have, and then the training that happened. So by default, you may not see this dashboard. So what you have to do is to click on these three dots, run profile, and then enable this. This will be disabled by default. You just have to click on enable it. Then you will see the insights dashboard. You will see the insights dashboard. Before this enabling the insights in tenant profile, you need to add your insights to your tenant. So how do you do that? Just go to admin view, go to your tenant, click on services, then you should see insights here. If not, you can just add a service, check that, and then it will be visible here, so that like it will be enabled to your tenant. Let's get back to monitor again. So basically this is how you enable the dashboard. Now the final step, but important one to know, new licensing model. So here's some good news. with the new licensing model, you're only charged for consuming the skills. So only for consuming the skills. So training and infrastructure costs will be covered by UiPath. So now let's quickly see all steps again. So we did the project setup and then we uploaded documents. In classic experience, we might have to create a schema by ourselves, but here we saw how schema is automatically created. How we also saw how it got pre-annotated. We just had to confirm how auto training happened. So with more documents, it continuously learned by itself. It also gave us the recommendations so that like you just have to do those actions how it recommends, and then it shows the project score. Accordingly, you'll improve your model in future. And then we also saw how do we publish, how do we consume, and how to enable the dashboards or insights, and then what is the new licensing model. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about document understanding or active learning, drop them in comments. See you in the next one.